You know who it is. As usual, I'm gonna get right into it. The reason why Drake will not lose this is because, first of all, everybody has their own fan bases. So ending somebody's career is gonna be something that's very, very, very hard unless you, which is what they're trying to do, make somebody like not cool anymore. Like basically you make them not like somebody that's liked by their own fans. That's a very hard thing to do. They did it with Ja Rule. They did it with Meek Mill. Drake did it with Meek Mill. That's not something that's very easy to do. They're trying to do it by calling him white, saying that he isn't part of the culture and all these different things, but it's going to be very, very hard for him to do. But the reason why he won't lose this is because essentially Kendrick Lamar fans are like what you would call more like core fans of like hip hop. They're more of the minority of who actually listens to hip hop. You can tell that by his sales. You can tell that by who actually listens to him. Like it's not the majority of people. People that listen to Drake are more like casual fans. They're more of people who aren't really like hardcore hip hop fans. The hardcore hip hop fans don't make money for hip hop. Like that's clear, because if that was the case, guys like Questlove and J. Cole and Most Def and all these guys, they would be bigger, but they're not. And the reason why is because you can call it hip hop, you can call it not hip hop, but it's not really what people want to like listen to. And the reason why I even like talk about this topic is because I always talk about career, I always talk about success and stuff like that. The main thing is to always be yourself, because your fans are going to make sure that you're good. Like Kendrick Lamar will probably lose this. He's not going to be done. He's not going to be finished as an artist, because he'll always have his core fans because they vibe with who he is. Just like Drake fans vibe with who he is. The only thing is more people vibe with who Drake is. And that's clear by what you see every day. Like your eyes don't lie. The streams, the numbers, none of that stuff lies. The reality is people want to listen to it more. Like listening to this Kendrick Lamar diss was like a chore. And that was because he returned to who he actually was. Like when he was on Like that wasn't his track. That was somebody else's track that he stepped on. And it was the same thing, I think, for when he dropped the first thing that sent everybody crazy, when he was talking about he was the king of New York years back. That was, once again, another situation where it was like, it wasn't his song, it was somebody else's song. He jumped on it. It's not really his vibe. This is his vibe. This is who he is. This is his music. Changing your voice 8 times, starting off the song with some slow Teddy Pendergrass 70s, 60s music. Like, that's him. And a lot of people are going to say that's trash because that's not what they listen to. So the people that like him are the people that like to listen to that. Me, I can't really do it. Like, I like Kendrick and I listen to some of his stuff, but I can't really listen to, like, a lot of Kendrick. And the reason why is because it starts to get weird. It starts to get... The voice starts getting real weird. And, like, I understand he's an artist. He's exploring things. He's trying to push the genre and stuff. I just want to think about women and money and success. So that's why I'm somebody listening to more Drake. I don't call myself a Drake fan because I'm not a fan of no man. But, you know, that's just how I look at it. And people are going to argue on both sides of it. But let's say even if he was to, like, have the best of him in this, the people who usually win these rap battles are not usually on the right side of history all the time. Like, Nas won that battle with him and Jay-Z, and where's Nas? Right? Same thing with 50 and D-Block. Where's D-Block? Like, it usually is like that. The streets will go with this thing that's more hip-hop, and that more hip-hop thing doesn't really have success as far as like money and sales. And then years later, those same guys that kind of like won, they lose the war because now they get brought out on stage and they gotta pay homage to the guy with more money and more fans and more opportunity, and whose career actually has some longevity to it. Because now he needs a hand. He needs help because his career is done and this guy's career is still going. I'm just saying, let's look at how it's been going. Chances are that's how it's going to go. And just like in the beginning of his career, Drake will be bringing him out on stage like, yo, man, it's my man right here, son of him. It's just what's going to happen. But as always, you know, heed these warnings. Pay attention to these things. And as always, keep going.